Like, I literally saw this girl go from being very demure, very unsure of herself, to being very sure of herself, so much so that she didn't even want the store manager job. She wanted to do other things, and she wanted to pursue her deeper passions. And so I think about stuff like that. Like I said, it's never about the career, it's about you. Coaching is about transformation, taking a person from point A to point B, and the story between that. And so, like, it's stories like that. The lawyer I talked about, she works with award-winning producers, like Grammy-nominated producers. She wanted to work in that, she wanted to get clients. She has an incredible roster now. She's she's a sought-after an attorney in the entertainment industry. She's doing very well. I have, kids that I work with who used to cut themselves. They don't cut themselves anymore. Yeah. Kids that I work with who were suicidal, they're not suicidal anymore. So it's like, so it's so many different realms of testimonials that
and when you read those things, you kind of just take a step back and you sit down and you read them.
When you asked me earlier what keeps me inspired, it's those things, honestly. And it's in disbelief, because like you say, and I cry sometimes. I say to myself, like, wow, God would use somebody like me to do this. You know what I mean? It's crazy. It's crazy. I'm literally never used to it. I'm not used to it, receiving a testimonial.
But what are some of the challenges, of course, with everything that's good? There's a little bit of negative,
Yes.
There's people out there who, like when I say, I'm going to be interviewing a life coach. What does a life coach do?
Right. Well, the thing is, like we were saying earlier off camera, it's not a regulated industry, so anybody can say that they're a life coach. So you're dealing with that. And also, too, there's not a lot of data that supports
it's still relatively new.
It's relatively new. So it's like there's not a lot of data that supports the impact of coaching. And so those are challenges. Also, too, I have to deal with people, people can put up great quotes, right? Like how you said, but they've never walked anybody through a process. And so you're dealing with that. You know what I mean? You're dealing with, maybe I don't have as many followers as this person, but I legitimately work with clients. They have 100,000 followers. I have 2,000 followers. So it's the perception of a lot of things. And then also, too, sometimes, you have those clients who it's too much for them. They come one time and then you never hear from them again. Then it's like a year later they want to start back up again, and it's like.
Well, hold that thought. Yeah. We'll take a quick break. We'll be right back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us. Welcome back. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. So, Pervis, let's talk about some of your speaking engagements. One of the biggest things that coaches do on top of, you're not really just sitting all day in the office and all that stuff. You get to speak and empower people. So let's talk about that.
I've worked with young men of color for a long time, and I have the opportunity to speak to them like at conferences. Recently, I just did a talk at a school in Queens with 300 freshmen.
Wow.
Boys. Woo! That was a lot. We talked about emotional intelligence. We talked about us as personal brands, how everybody is a personal brand, and how we show up in life determines our success or failure. Speaking is something that I really, really love, because it's like you get more bang for your buck, because it's like a coaching session for me, but it's like I have more people.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I really enjoy speaking. Recently, I worked with John Sally, NBA player, NBA All-Star Championship player. John Sally, I opened up for him at an event he had here in Brooklyn, and that was awesome. And people reached out to me, was like, "Oh my God, what you said really blessed my life." And so I enjoy speaking.
How do you prep for a lot of these things? I guess depending on who the audience is going to be.
Oh my gosh, I have a routine. I rehearse. So I have go-tos. So I have my go-tos. I'm sure you have that too whenever you speak. I have my go-tos. And so I kind of just let it flow. Like I kind of say, I want to say this. And I have my go-tos to kind of guide the talk along. I practice in front of the mirror. I tape them. If it's like really big, like I spoke at Yale, and that was intimidating.
Wow, you spoke at Yale.
I spoke at Yale. That was very intimidating. And so that one, I was like, FaceTime, record.
You want to make sure the facial expression.
Want to make sure that I'm like giving them the right. Exactly. So I sit there and I'm like, before they call me on stage, I'm like screaming. I'm like, just cancel, because I'm so nervous. I'm like, just cancel. And then as soon as they call me up, they're like, all right, Pervis, you got to be the man now. Come on now, and step up. And I just walk into it.
And that's it. Yeah. Would you say that was a career highlight for you?
I've had a lot of career highlights. I would say working with actress Lisa Nicole Carson, helping facilitate her returning back into prominence in Hollywood after being away for like almost 20 years, and us working together. Like that was a huge process. And she started a New Edition movie, and it was rave reviews for her performance, and now people are calling and checking for her. So like I would say that's definitely one of my highlights. And then also just my kids that I work with, and all of my clients are really highlights for me, honestly.
That's good that you have that type of sentiment with it. Allow yourself to just treat everyone as, I don't want to say equal, because every case is special.
But I have the same love.
Right.
Yeah, I handle each person with the same amount of love.
So, when you book a session with you, you're going to get, whether it's you're a celebrity or just a regular person.
Exactly. It is the same treatment, the same, yes.
And that's important, because some people feel like, when you're dealing with celebrities, they get the best treatment. Like, no, sometimes it's important to stay grounded.
Everybody gets the VIP treatment with me. Yes, absolutely.
So 2018, what are some of your goals?
Oh, wow. To take over the world. No, I'm playing. Just expanding. Just, like moving all over. I mean, I've already done work across the country, but, doing stuff in London, doing stuff in Nigeria, like where I have a big following there. Like just working everywhere. Just taking this message and this gift and just sharing it with the world.
No, that's great, because I think people need more of that.
Yes. And
it's important to speak. It's important to actually, I think everybody could benefit from a life coach or even therapy or something.
Absolutely.
I think more people, if they did therapy, it would be a lot better.
A lot better.
But in our community, it's still kind of...
It's a stigma.
It's still kind of frowned upon. It's almost like mental illness.
Yes.
Like, there's more mental illness. It's so common. It's not as, oh my God.
Well, people think mental illness is their fault, and it's not. It's like, it's not your fault. You know what I mean? Like, just, there's so many factors that go into that. And so I think there's a lot of shame with that, especially in our community.
And if you get therapy or maybe even coaching, that could prevent
that can help you much. That can help you to move throughout that. That's a very in spite of moment. Lisa has bipolar disorder, but in spite of that, she was still able to thrive. You understand what I'm saying? And so that's what it's about, the in spite of moments.
I love that. I think it's great and everybody can benefit. So what is your social media? How do we get in contact with Pervis? If you want to book a session, if you want to get to know more about you,
if you would like to book a session, you can definitely follow me on social media. I'm Pervis Taylor, Pervis Taylor, for all platforms. My website is pervistaylor.com. And you can email me at principals@pervistaylor.com.
I like that email address.
Yes.
You get the Pervis principles.
You get the Pervis principles. Yes.
Which is important. Sometimes we seek out your advice.
Yes.
Which is great. So I definitely encourage everyone at home at Be On Focus. You want to get 2018 unlocked. You want to get us on track. You might want to just book a consultation.
Yes.
Make a plan.
Yes.
What about people who are just... they're not sure if they need coaching, but they, everyone makes resolutions and they flop. So this is that time of the year where, if you want to really set a plan, are you able to help people set plans for the year, stay on track?
Well, the thing is not necessarily a plan for me. It's really more so to focus on evolving and growing as a person. So the plan is like secondary. The primary thing is you changing and evolving. Because when you achieve things in life, that's always anticlimactic. And so it's never about that. It's about who you became in that process. And so I try to get my clients to reorient their minds around that. And if you focus on that, you'll achieve more and more things because you're focused on becoming a better version of yourself. You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I don't advise people to stick to plan. I advise them to stick to growing.
Which is probably why, like diets.
Yes.
If it's so regimented, it's going to fail.
It's going to fail.
It's not a lifestyle change.
Exactly.
If you're not building it into it.
If you're not incorporating it into who you are as a person. And so that's a great analogy.
Yeah, that's exactly how I compare it. And that's why the two go together. Start a year, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to do this. But what steps are you taking towards that weight loss or towards, getting up earlier?
What are you willing to confront? You know what I mean? It's those types of things. What are you willing to let go of? Those types of things. What lie are you willing to disbelieve? Because we all believe lies about ourselves. You know what I mean? So it's those types of things that I think are more important than achieving certain things.
Well, Pervis, it's been a pleasure having you here tonight. Pervis Taylor III, award-winning life coach. I loved having you here. Definitely want to bring you back again. We'll get some updates on what you've been doing. And check him out. Check out the website. If you have any other questions or comments, send me an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. I'm your host, Lydia Patel. Thank you so much for joining us. And we'll be back again next week. Same time, same place. You're watching Beyond Focus TV. Stay with us.
Beyond Focus TV show wants and needs your feedback. Did we blunder? Please let us know so we can improve. Was the show helpful to you? Drop us a note so we can share the success with our staff members. Is there something you think we could do better? We welcome new ideas and new approaches to old ideas. Do you have a great suggestion? Let us know and we'll work on it. If you would like to share your comments anonymously, please send us an email at info@beyondfocusmedia.com. If you want to get in touch with the executive producer directly, send him an email at gene@beyondfocusmedia.com. We really look forward to hearing from you.